It doesn't matter if you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced trader. Every trader needs to know how to backtest, because you cannot find one successful trader that's consistently making money and being profitable trading forex that doesn't backtest. So it's very, very important for you to backtest. In this video, I'm going to be showing you everything that you need to know on how to backtest, how to collect data, and how to do every single thing. It's not hard, it's very simple. Make sure to stick around to the end of this video and let's get started. This is a question that a lot of you guys have been asking me. You guys have been asking, how do you backtest? You don't know how to backtest, especially if you're a beginner and you just learned a strategy or something on technical analysis and you want to test it out. So basically, to just start things off, backtesting it means what it means. Like the word explains itself. You go back to test. Backtesting, you go back to test. So basically, you go to previous data, previous price history, and you go and test something. Let's say you want to test a strategy, or you want to test an entry model, or you want to test a session, or whatever you want to test, depending on what you want to test. You go back to history, to what has happened in the past, and you go and test if that thing that you're using or you want to use works or not. So I'm going to be showing you just how to do that. So there are different ways of backtesting. First of all, one way that you should not backtest, which you're going to hear people tell you to use it, which me personally, I've not found it useful and doesn't make sense. I mean, it looks like it makes sense, but it's just going to waste your time. And that is using this replay, this TradingView replay, bar replay to test. So the way it works is that you go and click on the replay. It works only if you have paid for the Telegram Premium though. Then you go like this, and let's say you see a trade. Let's say this is a setup, and then you come here, and then you now play it and say, okay, then it moves like this, then it shows the entry. So it's like almost simulating a live market. It's like simulating a live chart that's moving. I personally don't like it because, one, it wastes your time. So normally backtesting takes time, but this one is going to waste your time. Like, it's going to take a lot of time. If you want to backtest a moving market, it's best you backtest it live, like you actually trade live. So there are two types of backtesting, or let's say there are two types of testing. One is backtesting, and the other one is forward testing. So that's forward testing is trading live. So I personally would prefer trading it live. After you've backtested, then trade it live, because you simulating this market will not do anything. Right? It doesn't even give you the real type of market, because the candles don't move as fast as that. So I'll say stay away from the bar replay. I don't think there's any need, right? There's no need for that. Just backtest and then forward test. That's it. So how do you backtest? Now, let's say you're looking for a strategy, or maybe you found a strategy and you found an entry model or something that you want to backtest. You go back to backtest. So what I do is I set a specific date range that I want to backtest. So let's say I want to backtest for the month of July. So now we're in August, so I want to backtest from the month for just the month of July, right? To make things short. So I'll go down here, right? I click on this, shows me the calendar. Then I go to July this month. Sorry, this year. So you can see the dates from the 1st of July to the 31st of July. As you can see, it started on a Tuesday and ended on a Thursday. So what I'll do is I'll go to this starting date, the date that I'm starting from. So what I'll do is, from this starting date, this is the week. So I'm gonna carry a box, a rectangular box, and draw a line, draw a box like this. So this signifies where I'm starting from. And then I go to the end date, 31st, and draw the same box at the end of the week, right? Draw it here, and this signifies the end. So let's go on the 1 hour charts so you can see it clearly. So you can see, let me take this off so you guys are not confused. So you can see this is the starting points here, and then this is how many weeks is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now July has 4 weeks in the month, so you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, while the other months don't have that. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 on June. So July has 5 weeks, so you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've shown you, I've drawn out the starting point of the backtesting and the ending point of the backtesting. So this is the region, or this is the date range that we're going to backtest. So what I do now is, now that I've gotten the date range, I need to know what exactly am I backtesting? What am I looking for? Backtesting is one thing, but when you're forward testing, that's when you're trading live. One of the problems that you might encounter is that when you want to enter a trade, some of you don't know the lot size that you should be using. This is a problem that I experienced in the past, but the way I fix it now is I use a mobile app lot size calculator that helps me calculate the lot size. And the app I use for that is called Steno. Steno is a lot size calculator app that's going to help you calculate your lot size and get it more accurately. So whenever you want to enter a trade, you know the right lot size to use. You can find it on your Google Play Store or on your iOS store, or you can simply scan the QR code on your screen to get the app. The link is also going to be in the description below. Let's say I want to backtest this strategy, the accumulation, manipulation, distribution, which I call the daily structure, type 1. Right? Let's say I want to backtest this and see how many times it plays out. So the purpose of the backtesting is to find out, is this a profitable and how many times can this show up on this particular pair in a month, right? So let's say I'm looking for this pattern. So what I'll do now is I'll go on the 50-minute chart and start from this date. So go on the 50-minute charts and go to starting dates here. Then from there, I'll start looking for, okay, how many times did this pattern show up? And how many times did it play out? So let's say I saw a setup here. You have our information there. So just basically be doing your technical analysis. So you can see this one played out. You can see the consolidation, then the breakout, M formation, reverse, also breaking to the downside and then going back up. You can also see something like that here. Also M formation here. If you draw a box on this one was quite choppy, but we do have the W formation from in here. So I would say, okay, this is the first trade. If this is the first trade, then maybe this is the entry, or maybe this is the entry. My stop was above, maybe went to hit take profits, right? The next trade, you enter here, stop loss goes down here. So basically, you'll be doing it like that. And then when you're done, let's say you've gotten wins and losses. Let's say you lost here, you won here. It's a nice trade, actually. Very nice trade. Very nice trade here. Also, if you guys want to get more educational content, you can join my free Telegram community. If you want to learn more from me, the link is going to be in the description below. So you just basically look for the trades, look out for the setups, and put your wins and losses. So by the time you've entered a couple of trades, all right, let's just put random wins and losses inside here. Random wins and losses inside here like this. Random wins and losses. All right, so let's say you've let me make this one a win so it doesn't look too bad. All right, so let's look. Let's see, this is a very nice information there for a sell. So by the time you're done, all right, you've gone over the 5 weeks. So now you're gonna collect your data. After you've backtested like this is your backtesting. You just went back to test a certain pattern. This was the pattern that you went to test, right? And you've plotted out your wins and your losses with this tool. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to collect data on this, what you just did now. How do you collect data? Now, you're going to create a spreadsheet. Let me show you what the spreadsheet is going to look like. So this is how my spreadsheet looks like. So I have my watch list. These are the assets or the pairs that I'm watching. That's on my watch list that I'm trading. And then I have the weeks. So let's say we have July from week 1 to week 5. So 5 weeks. So what I'll do is now I'm gonna use this to collect data. I'm going to use this to collect data. Data from where? Data from what I just backtested. So what I'll do is I'll go back to the charts and I'll go to week 1. So you can see this is week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and week 5. So I'll go to week 1. When I go to week 1, I'll say, okay, how many wins and how many losses? How many times did this show up? So, okay, one win here, one loss here, one loss here, and then we also have one win here also. All right, one win here. So let's see how many wins do we have? We have 2 wins and 2 losses, right? 2 wins and 2 losses. So what I'll do now is to I'll go back to the spreadsheet and then I'll say, okay, what pair were we looking at? We're looking at SPX, S&P 500. I'll say, okay, week 1, we had 2 wins and we had 2 losses. Then I'll repeat the process over and over. Let's say the next week, let's say we have 3 wins and 4 losses, right? Then the next week after that, let's say we have 1 win and 1 loss. Let's say the week after that, we have maybe 3 losses, no win. And then let's say the next week we have 1 win, right? Then, okay, then I'll repeat this for the other pairs. So I'll go to other pairs and do the same thing. So by the time I'll have a couple of data. I'm trying to duplicate this thing. I'll have data for all these pairs. Let's just duplicate it on all of them. Like this. Now this is just an example, all right? Each it's not going to be like this. It's going to be like each value is going to be different. So let's say I have all the data for all the pairs like this. After going through all of them for July, then I'll come, okay, let's say you're risking 1% per trade, or you can use 1 hour, right? You can also use 1 hour, which means we don't risk the reward. Sorry, one reward. That's your reward basically. So by the time you calculate everything, so you say, okay, how many wins did we have and how many losses? Calculate everything. Let's say at the end of the day, you have ended up with 5 hour here. You can use percentage or you can use hour depending on which one you want to use. Let's say 5 hour here too, and then by the time you have your results for everything, this is just an example. By the time you have your results for everything, uh, let's say minus something, I don't know. By the time you have your result for everything, and you come and calculate the monthly. So the monthly is you calculate what's the total when you add everything together. So that's going to be 5 plus 5 plus 5 minus 4 minus plus 5. Calculate your and you get your monthly percentage or your monthly R. So that way now you can know how many trades you can expect to get in a month. This is how you know how many trades you can expect to get in a month from all the pairs that you're trading. You know how many trades, calculate how many trades on average per week and per month. You can know how many trades you get per month, how many trades you get per week, how many trades you can get per day. And then you can also know, okay, what's the average um results that you can get in a week and in a month. And you can also calculate your win rates. Calculate how many wins and how many losses divided by the total number of trades, and then you have your win rates. So this is how I backtest. This is the manual way of backtesting. You can also use softwares like TradeZella if you want to backtest automatically. But this is how I backtest, right? And then when I want to forward test, is I actually do the same thing when I'm forward testing. But what I do now is when I'm forward testing, I'll say, okay, as I'm taking the trades, let's say I took a trade this week, I took a buy here, and that was a win, right? And let's say I took a loss here, right? For a sell. So as I'm trading live, what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be recording it down on the spreadsheet. So I record it on the spreadsheet, okay, one win or one loss. At the end of the week, I'll go over, okay, what are the wins and losses? What are the trades I took this week? Record it down there, and then I'll see, okay, this is the results. This is my performance for the week. And then that's how you forward test and know, okay, you've back tested it, now you're forward testing. So that is better than doing this bar replay stuff. It doesn't really help you at all. I don't think there's any advantage to using it. I don't know. Just someone tell me in the comments if if you found if there's any reason for doing that bar replay stuff, but I don't see any reason for doing it. If you want more in-depth guidance on how to trade, how to get a strategy, how to backtest your strategy, how to get a system, a profitable trading system that works consistently over and over and over again, you can enroll for my Market Maker Blueprint. It's going to teach you every single thing that you need to know when it comes to backtesting, trading the charts, trading the strategy, creating a system that can make you money consistently in the Forex market. The link is going to be in the description below to enroll for the course, and I'll see you guys on the next one. All right. Peace.